Okay.
I just coming tomorrow.
Yes.
And next week is your last week?
Uh, of tutoring, but I still have physical class for the until the 17th that week.
17th of May?
Yeah.
Wow.
But like that's still called the last week of class or like finals.
Yeah.
That week.
So when is your last day of tutoring? When do you, was the
On
last-
on my calendar is next week.
Next week is your last week, so you don't need me during finals week.
I might
Okay, because they'll ask me eventually.
because I'm still so kind of like catching up on my late assignments. But like, yeah,
Okay. All right, so you think you might need me finals week?
yeah.
Okay. Just that Wednesday then. Let's see here. What class are we here for?
The 3:55.
What are we working?
By science experiments.
Science experiment?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. So what is the name of your experiment?
The thing I did was so-called those little putting the Skittles in that plate and then added water
Uh-huh.
and then let the color of the into the center.
Okay.
That's what I did with that little Skittles thing, and I used M&Ms too.
Okay.
And I think the type of water I used was kind of like warm water in some ways.
Okay. Okay.
It was pretty simple. It's just like you line the little Skittles into the little plate.
Sure. Okay. So, hmm. Really? Huh? Hmm. Pretty, huh? Hmm. Okay, so is it different when you put cold water on?
I didn't try it with cold water, but what we do was like sink water, and I think it was warm water.
Okay.
And then well, I didn't try with the other kind of water, but like it or vinegar or whatever was said in that little link there. I mainly just use warm water.
Did it turn out like the picture?
Oh no, what I got was something similar to that because I used there was mini M&Ms too.
Uh-huh.
This is what I took with that.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
And then most of that stuff melted
Mm-hmm.
and they moved from the edge in some way. We didn't touch them, but they also moved toward the center. They moved over there. Yeah.
All right, so you have to write. So you have to the updates. You have to do the what is it, information.
For the group of kids for this assignment, I'm not really sure what because what my brothers they are seventh and fourth grader.
Uh-huh.
They did it they had fun with it because it's like food they can eat it and they did kind of eat them in the end because I didn't really add anything other to the thing. It was just water. So they picked it up from the plate into another bowl to save to eat later. But the next day they put it in the fridge, but it ended up being tossed out. Yeah.
Okay.
They did try to eat the M&Ms and the Skittles like that day later.
All right. So the name of the experiment, you have to write all this down, right?
Yes. I think it's kind of simple at the same time kind of hard. It's just maybe what objective. And the standard part I can find is that one I can search online for that.
The what?
The standard part, the standards alignment. That one I can find it online.
Cannot.
I can. Yes, I can.
You can.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just maybe creating the objective and finding out what's the process really from it. That's what I so could just type the concepts from this Skittles experiment. Those three words,
Okay.
the dissolving, the fusion, and color signs were so called the concepts. and then I searched the process. The fusion came up, but I'm not sure if that was really there or like the ones previous. Those three is the process too.
Okay, so do you know what the concepts are?
I searched up the experiment. Those three popped up. Those three words.
What were they?
These down here by the link. It's in the other one.
Oh, solubility, diffusion, and color science.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have to explain it, or is that good enough?
I'm not sure what I really need from that part.
I would think you need to explain what solubility, diffusion, and color science is. Otherwise, this is going to be a pretty short little paper.
Because for this little assignment, I could either do a paper format or like a Google slide or like a presentation version with to like include the stuff.
Yeah.
For those, the concept and the process, I'm not sure like is I need to write more like a bit about the words here.
I would think.
Because I think I can search what those mean, but I'm not sure yeah, those I can find the meaning.
You can look those up. And then science process skills, I don't know what that means.
When I searched for that one, it is still somehow popped the diffusion up.
How did you search it?
I just typed the science process in the rainbow Skittles experiment, and that word diffusion popped up. Yeah. And mainly so-called that was popping up in some of it. Yeah, that word is keep on popping up for it. And so like saying that is what is learning from that.
Okay, I've got the Skittles experiment demonstrates several science process skills, including observing, predicting, inferring, classifying, and communicating. Is that what you got?
What did you search?
I just looked up Skittles experiment science process skills. That's what I got. Skittles experiment demonstrates several science process skills, that makes sense, including observing, predicting, inferring, classifying, and communicating. And then it says it illustrates concepts like dissolution, diffusion, and concentration gradients. Oh yeah. And then it tells you all the observing, gives you more of a breakdown for all those different science process skills. At least the thing that I'm looking at does. Find it?
I'm not. I don't see that. All
right, so I looked at Google.
Do you might have step by step or something?
I just wrote Skittles experiment science process skills.
Process skills.
Just what it said there, because I have no idea.
I got concentration gradient.
So that's what comes later. So mine says AI overview. Not what you're getting?
I don't have that. I want to just have a little link. I know. I will have a link up there that childhood, which is the magic spoon.
I wonder why I got something different.
Well, there's Google too, but I don't know. It's got the gradient one.
Yeah, that's later. It does have that. It also showcases concepts like dissolution, diffusion, and concentration gradients. So maybe scroll down and see if it's in there, because this breaks this all down too.
I don't have the AI thing here.
Okay. Yeah. I have no idea why I have this.
I kind of found something like process is so-called maybe is communicating, classifying,
Right, that's what I
measuring,
have.
inferring, and
Observing, making
predicting.
predictions, inferring, and classifying. And then it breaks down, on mine, it breaks down what is observing, what is predicting, what is inferring, what is classifying. And then it tells you the scientific concepts demonstrated: solution, diffusion, and concentration gradient. And let's see, there's a little bit of information about that too. Yeah, this has all sorts of stuff I'm finding. Also has scientific method, observation and question. Yeah, somehow you get here because there's a lot more information.
Yeah, I don't for this one. I don't have the AI.
You want to look at my phone? Maybe you don't get an AI overview in your Google?
I saw it before on the Google, but I don't know what happened to it.
I don't know. So let's see if we can do. Yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you why. Let's see. Okay, so you could use my iPad while you're here.
It's showing here too.
Yeah, same thing. It did the same thing on the iPad. Maybe because you're an HP.
I'm not. It's Google. It's Google. It's a Google.
Well, you want to give me your computer and I'll see if I can find it?
It's a Google thing too, but it's a Google Chrome. Chromebook. It's a Chromebook.
Okay, well, maybe Chromebook doesn't have it. Let me see your computer. Okay, try it. Work on it. Let's see here. Can I get out of it? Is it okay if I get out of this?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
The first link is the one I have in the document there.
So I went in the AI thing,
Mm-hmm.
so I think it's signal. It's similar. I just did the AI thing.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it's coming. Not exactly. It's supposed to. Or Chrome? That's what Chrome?
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
It did have AI on there before, but I don't know what happened.
Well, I still see AI
Mm-hmm.
here. And that pulled up just about what I did.
Mm-hmm.
I just did. What is this thing? Yeah. Yeah, I keep seeing it, but it's in a different form than it is on there. There's a lot of stuff though. It's great. It's the fun test.
It did happen before. I don't know what happened. Maybe because it also like it upgraded and then it popped the AI to the side over.
You want me to just go back into AI here?
Yeah, you can.
What's it called? Science processing?
We had Skittles experience science process
Science processing, what was the third one?
skills, the process skills.
Experiment, science, oh, Beatles experiment, science process. Is there anything you want to copy from my ideas?
I took a picture of it. Um, I got the concept, but the process part.
Well, because it's really scientific method, isn't it? That's the process.
Mm,
Does your keep, I can't really move the mouse.
you can.
I'm using the arrow on the side of the page.
There's the mouse here.
Oh, is that one? Mine's a lot clearer. Observing, inferring, measuring, communicating, classifying, right?
Mm. Mhm.
Yeah. Here, this is it, but it doesn't look the same as on yours.
Mm. Mm. That was those what we have. The you saw there. It's
Same thing, isn't it? Yes, I looked in Safari. It's pretty much the same thing. But I got the AI thing here too. But I think that gives you this. It's the same idea. So, all right, so now what? This is so fun, but what do we need to do now? You feel like you know where you're gonna go with this?
I think I for the age group part, I'm not sure what age group I would choose. I mean, I can choose anything, but
But you feel like other than the age group, do you feel like you know the harder parts?
mm,
Because we only have 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. um, I think I'm not sure what kind of objective I'm trying to have them to learn from this, like what they're trying to learn from this little experiment.
Okay.
Even though they are learning those concepts that I found, those three or four, or yeah, 3 or 4 little concepts, and then the process is those other ones. I think it's really what the objective is right now. I'm not sure. I want them to learn from this. Not sure what to put there.
Yeah, I think that's where the AI says it's to demonstrate principles of solubility, diffusion, and color separation.
Is on your little AI thing there too?
Yeah, that's what it's. I mean, I just put in Skittles experiment learning objective.
Mm.
And then they said, here's a breakdown of the learning objectives. Solubility, diffusion, concentration gradient, water stratification, temperature and reaction rate. And then other benefits are vocabulary development, pattern recognition, cause and effect, and creativity and experimentation. The objective is to see how quickly or slowly, depending on the liquid that is poured on the Skittles, the colors form a rainbow. There you go. And the experiment allows you to explore concepts such as solubility, concentration gradients, and the movement of molecules in a liquid medium. So maybe you do have to work with some different liquids.
Mm.
It says water molecules are more active in warm water than in cold water. And as they come in contact with the sugar in the Skittles, they cause it to dissolve faster. Keep going back to solubility, diffusion, and color science. Okay. Oh, there's a hypothesis. There's an even distribution of 20% between the 5 colors.
Hmm. Let's see a little PDF of of the little experiment with some of those littles. Oh, look, the experiment. It does give some local objectives in some ways,
Mhm.
or in those PDF versions of the Skittles experiment.
Why are the colors mixed in the Skittle experiment? Because the same amount of sugar and dye can dissolve into the water of each individual Skittle. Each color creates a water solution with slightly different properties, for example, density. This creates a barrier that prevents the colors from mixing. Cause and effect relationship. Hmm. Who would think there'd be so much written about this, but there are.
Hmm. Maybe they're learning colors, and then there's those other science concepts in there.
Yeah, or how why do they seem to dissolve evenly? What about that barrier? I think you have a lot of stuff to read here. They said in comparison, water dissolves it the most quickly, and slows would have been rubbing alcohol. The conclusion was that water molecules are more active in warm water than in cold water.
I think I found something similar to what I
Okay, good.
did before second grade. It's so-called said what happens when Skittles dissolve.
All right.
This is like what I have. The solutions dissolving in colors. That's what they're so-called learning. With this little question here. What happens when Skittles dissolve?
Okay.
I think that will be it. That will be the this is like a science experiment thing, so maybe I could this will be for second grade.
What do you think was the word?
I think I'll choose second grade for this.
All right, second grade. Good. Yay. Good job.
Second grade. Yeah. It's just learning objectives and stuff I wouldn't find to make from the standards. I think I'm good then for now
I think you got a lot here.
because most of the stuff we can find online.
Oh, yeah, it seems like it. Just a little bit we worked on today. Yeah.
The wording of the stuff is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those concepts, I have to explain it.
Yeah.
And the
I
process.
think so. I think you should.
Okay. For those, yes. Yeah, then I think I'm okay for now.
Okay, good. So what's tomorrow?
I think for tomorrow it might be that journal thing, that Google Slide thing from last time.
Okay.
The sixth one or those previous ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got 2 hours tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm glad we kind of got to the end of this here.
I think it will be those tomorrow.
All right, great. We'll see you regular time tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Okay. And then, yeah, so next week, it's the last real week. You'll be here.
Yeah, for that
Sure.
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday is the 7th. And then you think you'll be here for finals week, right?
Yeah.
Let me know.
That week I don't really have class at all, even though
Right.
that Monday is so-called just in person, but there's no class. So-called
Okay.
that whole week not really class at all. Just
Okay,
the
it's
finals.
right?
Yeah.
You think you might need help?
Yeah, I'm still catching up right now.
Well, tell me next week, so then if you need help on, next Wednesday.
Yeah. If I were to come that Tuesday or that both those days, what time do you have for that Tuesday? Maybe?
Tuesday, I would have, I think, same as today.
Same as today?
Yeah, so today is Tuesday.
Mm,
For 2 months?
for that Tuesday?
Yeah, because, for next Tuesday or this Tuesday? I mean, which Tuesday are we talking about?
The week after next.
Okay, not next week. The weekend, the 13th, actually, depends what my other students are doing,
Uh-huh.
because I won't really know until I talk to them. So maybe a different time. I start.
Because that day, I'm
I'm
done with clinicals today, so like the whole morning I'm open.
Okay, so I don't start till 12 on Tuesdays. Maybe you come at. Let me just see. I don't know, because I have a student at 12 and another student at 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm. Hang on. Yeah, 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. I'm free at 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then I have a 3 o'clock. Right. So, but I don't know when I'll have that then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can you wait till next week?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And then we'll talk about it, okay?
Because that week I don't have anything. It's just I'm still in the process of catching up, maybe still.
Right. Now that Wednesday. Wednesday, I didn't think I was gonna be here, so I may not be here.
Mhm.
Or what, or I come later. So we can see. I actually, Wednesday's gonna be a little messy, 14th. I didn't think we were working.
Mhm.
So I have an appointment at 12:30. It might work. We might find time if you need it, but let's wait and see if you need it. I mean, that's really the end of the year.
Yeah, and then with the summer, I have summer class. That
Okay.
the other one.
So I'll be back in June.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Good enough.
Yes. Thank you.
Sure. Have a good day today.
You
Rest
too.
of the day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. See you. Yeah. Bye.